Did you know that missing a healthy breakfast might raise your risk of stroke? It's really true. Most people have heard that breakfast is the most important meal of the day. But what if your breakfast choices are secretly undermining your health? It turns out that many common breakfast foods may actually increase your risk of stroke. This isn't just speculation. Over the past few decades, researchers have uncovered strong links between certain dietary patterns and cardiovascular health. And breakfast, being our first meal, sets the tone for our entire day of eating. So, what makes a breakfast bad for stroke risk? Generally, it's a combination of factors: high levels of refined carbohydrates, saturated fats, sodium, and added sugars. Foods with these characteristics tend to promote inflammation, raise blood pressure, and contribute to the buildup of arterial plaque, all of which increase stroke risk. Before we dive in, could you do us a favor? Help us spread this life-saving info by giving us a thumbs up. Don't forget to subscribe to the channel and join the fight against stroke, and click the bell icon so you never miss our latest videos. Let's look at 10 popular breakfast choices that are particularly problematic. Be careful if you eat food number 9 on our list. It is disguised as being healthy. Watch until the end to find out what this food is. 1. Sugary cereals. This is probably the most obvious offender. Many breakfast cereals, especially those marketed to children, are basically just boxes of sugar with a sprinkling of grain. Some healthy adult cereals aren't much better. The problem with these cereals is twofold. First, they cause rapid spikes in blood sugar, which over time can lead to insulin resistance and inflammation. Second, they're often eaten in large portions, turning a nominally small amount of sugar per serving into a substantial dose. What's worse, sugary cereals don't keep you full, so you end up hungry again soon after, setting yourself up for overeating later in the day. 2. White toast with butter. Toast seems innocent enough, but if it's made with white bread, you're essentially eating pure, refined carbohydrates. These are quickly converted to sugar in your body, causing the same blood sugar spikes as sugary cereal. Adding butter compounds the problem. Butter is high in saturated fat, which has been linked to increased stroke risk. And let's be honest, how often do people stop at just one slice? 3. Pancakes or waffles with syrup. This is basically a sugar bomb on a plate. The pancakes or waffles themselves are usually made with white flour, another source of refined carbs. Then we drench them in syrup, which is almost pure sugar. A typical serving of pancakes with syrup can easily contain 50 grams of sugar or more. That's twice the American Heart Association's recommended daily limit for women, and nearly twice the limit for men, all in one meal. 4. Bacon. Bacon is a beloved breakfast food, but it's terrible for stroke risk. It's high in saturated fats and loaded with sodium, both of which can contribute to high blood pressure, a major stroke risk factor. Moreover, bacon is a processed meat. Numerous studies have linked regular consumption of processed meats to increased risk of heart disease and stroke. 5. Breakfast pastries. Donuts, Danish, croissants. These fall squarely into the occasional treat category, not everyday breakfast fare. They're usually made with white flour and lots of added sugar, and they're often fried or laden with butter. The result is a calorie-dense, nutrient-poor food that spikes your blood sugar and provides little satiety. It's a recipe for overeating and increased stroke risk. A study of over 25,877 adults found that individuals who consumed more added sugar had a greater risk of developing heart disease and an increased risk of stroke. In the same study, consuming more than 8 servings per week of sugar-sweetened beverages was associated with an increased stroke risk. 6. Fruit juice. This one might surprise you. After all, fruit is healthy, right? The problem is that fruit juice concentrates all the sugar from fruit while stripping away most of the fiber. A new study published in BMC Medicine linked free sugars to a higher risk of developing heart disease and stroke. Free sugars include added sugars, as well as those naturally present in fruit juice and syrup. A glass of orange juice contains the sugar of several oranges, but without the fiber that would slow its absorption and make you feel full. The result is another blood sugar spike, potentially contributing to inflammation and insulin resistance over time. 7. Flavored yogurt. Yogurt can be a healthy breakfast choice, but not if it's loaded with added sugars. Many flavored yogurts contain as much sugar as a candy bar. The yogurt industry has done a great job of marketing these products as health foods, but in reality, they're often little more than desserts masquerading as breakfast. 8. Breakfast sandwiches. Fast food breakfast sandwiches are a triple threat: refined carbs from the bun or biscuit, saturated fat from cheese and processed meat, and typically a hefty dose of sodium. Even homemade versions can be problematic if they rely on white bread and processed meats like bacon or sausage. 9. Granola. This is another healthy food in disguise. While granola can contain some nutritious ingredients like oats and nuts, it's often held together with a lot of added sugar. Moreover, granola is incredibly calorie-dense. It's easy to eat several hundred calories of granola without feeling particularly full, setting yourself up for overeating later. 10. Smoothies. Like fruit juice, smoothies can pack in a lot of sugar without the fiber to slow its absorption. This is especially true of store-bought smoothies, which often add sugars or syrups to improve taste. Even homemade smoothies can be problematic if they're heavy on fruit and light on protein and vegetables. A smoothie made primarily of bananas and berries is essentially a liquid sugar bomb. Now, you might be thinking, great, you've just ruled out everything I like to eat for breakfast. What am I supposed to have? The good news is that there are plenty of delicious, satisfying breakfast options that don't increase your stroke risk. In fact, some breakfast foods may actually help reduce your risk. Here are a few ideas. Oatmeal with nuts and berries. Oats are high in soluble fiber, which can help lower cholesterol. Nuts provide healthy fats and protein, while berries offer antioxidants and natural sweetness without a big sugar hit. Eggs with whole grain toast and avocado. Eggs are a great source of protein, which helps keep you full. Whole grain toast provides fiber, and avocado offers healthy fats. Greek yogurt with fresh fruit and a sprinkle of nuts. Greek yogurt is high in protein and lower in sugar than regular yogurt. Add your own fresh fruit for sweetness and fiber. Whole grain toast with nut butter and banana slices. This combination provides a good balance of complex carbs, protein, and healthy fats. Vegetable omelet with a side of fruit. Pack in some veggies at breakfast for extra nutrients and fiber. Well, the key is to focus on whole, unprocessed foods that provide a balance of complex carbohydrates, lean proteins, and healthy fats. This combination helps keep you full, stabilizes your blood sugar, and provides the nutrients your body needs to function optimally. It's also worth noting that what you drink with breakfast matters. Water is always a good choice. If you enjoy coffee or tea, that's fine too. Just be cautious about adding sugar. And if you're used to having juice with breakfast, consider eating a piece of whole fruit instead. Now, you might be wondering why all this matters so much. After all, it's just one meal out of the day. But breakfast sets the tone for your entire day of eating. A sugary, refined carb heavy breakfast can lead to blood sugar spikes and crashes, setting you up for cravings and overeating later in the day. On the other hand, a balanced breakfast can help stabilize your blood sugar and keep you satisfied until lunch. Moreover, the choices you make at breakfast often reflect your overall dietary patterns. If you're regularly choosing sugary cereals or fast food breakfast sandwiches, it's likely that the rest of your diet isn't optimal either. It's also worth considering the cumulative effect of these choices. Having a donut for breakfast once in a while probably won't significantly increase your stroke risk. But if that's your go-to breakfast 5 days a week for years on end, the impact adds up. This is particularly important because stroke risk increases with age. The food choices you make in your 20s and 30s can have a big impact on your health in your 50s and 60s. It's much easier to prevent problems through good habits than to reverse damage later in life. Of course, changing ingrained habits isn't easy. If you're used to grabbing a pastry or a fast food sandwich on your way to work, switching to oatmeal or eggs might seem daunting. The key is to start small. Maybe begin by swapping out one unhealthy breakfast per week for a healthier option. As you get used to that, gradually increase the frequency of healthy breakfasts. It can also help to prep ahead of time. Hard boil some eggs on Sunday for the week ahead. Stock up on fresh fruit and nuts. Find a few quick, healthy breakfast recipes you enjoy and keep the ingredients on hand. Remember, too, that perfect is the enemy of good. You don't have to have a perfect breakfast every single day. The goal is to make healthier choices more often than not. It's also worth noting that breakfast isn't one size fits all. Some people genuinely aren't hungry first thing in the morning, and that's okay. If that's you, you might do better with a small mid-morning snack rather than forcing yourself to eat a full breakfast at 7 a.m. The important thing is to break your fast with nutrient-dense, balanced foods whenever you do eat. In the end, the goal isn't just to reduce stroke risk. It's to feel better, have more energy, and set yourself up for a healthier life overall. And that starts with the first meal of the day. So next time you're deciding what to have for breakfast, think beyond just satisfying your immediate hunger. Consider how your choice will affect your energy, your hunger later in the day, and your long-term health. Your future self will thank you. We're excited to hear from you. Which of these foods surprised you the most? Share your thoughts in the comments below. If this video has helped you reconsider your breakfast choices or bolstered your current health strategies, please show your support by hitting the like button, subscribing to Incredibly Healthy, and clicking the notification bell so you never miss our new and informative videos every week. Before you leave, we invite you to watch 2 more recommended videos popping up on your screen right now that I'm sure you will enjoy. Thank you for watching. Stay healthy. Bye.